This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now, where we bring you the 3 E's: educate, empower, and engage. I'm your host, Harvey Blankfeld, and we've been selling homes here in Southern Nevada since 1988. We also have Darren Welsh, who's our corporate counsel at Berkshire Hathaway. Welcome back, Darren.
Thank you for having me.
I wanted to ask you about this, the counselors of real estate. They had a recent alert where they talked about the top 10 issues affecting real estate. But I'm just going to read these top 10 issues, and maybe we can get back into a couple of these. Number 1 is the political polarization and global uncertainty. Boy, that affects everything. You know, you can't help but know that. The technology boom, as you mentioned just a moment ago. Generational disruption, which is an interesting comment about the way maybe the boomers versus the generation, all these different generations and how they intersect with one another, how that relates to real estate. It's interesting. Retail disruption. Amazon bought Whole Foods.
That's a commercial setting, but
that's going the other way, actually.
Right.
But nonetheless, the infrastructure investment, which we hope will happen. We're hoping that's going to happen. And housing the big mismatch. The housing the big mismatch, basically what they're saying here, when I peruse this, is that while the middle class has not, their income has not risen in commensurate with inflation, housing has.
Right.
And so it's tougher for a middle class to afford the same house they could 20 years ago. Also, some of the other issues, real estate's emerging role in healthcare. Now, I'm not sure I understand that.
I think that's the commercial setting, and then it's the enormous amount of real estate that's dedicated.
Immigration, it's interesting that, Kari, if someone without a Social Security card wants to buy a home, any chance?
Not unless they do private money or hard money.
But they're not going to get a standard mortgage.
Nope.
It's not going to happen. Interesting. Okay.
I mean, if you're out there and you have like an ITIN number, you don't have a social, you just probably Google financing for ITIN or no social, and something will come up, but it's going to be much higher rates,
absolutely.
Higher fees, all that.
Conventional mortgage financing is absolutely the best way to buy a home.
Yeah.
And if you can't do it, it's going to cost you a lot more money. The 10th item, interesting, is climate change. Which
isn't that
is that a hoax? I thought that was a hoax. That's real? That's real. Okay.
That's real.
I'm going to buy that. It's real. And they talked about how sea levels are going to rise and actually take away real estate. The other thing that we wanted to touch on maybe quickly, Darren, was some of the recent legislative changes. I know that they changed the rules about CIC.
Nevada's done pretty well over the years of staying on top of the electronic world.
Right.
Compared to really, we have, like, for example, if you go to the Nevada Secretary of State webpage, it's very easy to find a company, etc., compared to California. And we adopted in Nevada the electronic Interstate compact or whatever it is. So when you buy a property, you can actually do it, for the most part, about 90% electronically.
Yeah. You
can e-sign, and your e-sign signature is a legal signature.
Mm-hmm.
And a recent change was how to communicate when you're in a real estate transaction concerning what's commonly known as a CIC package, which is when you're in a homeowners association, and you get that wonderful couple of 100 pages to look at. Some people are big fans of CIC, some are not.
Right.
But you get your package, and in the up until July, you used to have to do any type of discussion or cancellation as a result of you're not liking the CIC. Like, you want RV parking, you're not allowed to do it in your driveway. That's a big deal to you. You're going to move on and purchase a home down the street where they do have RV parking. You had to cancel it in writing and send it to
hand deliver
it or send it by quote unquote certified mail.
Right.
It was silly.
Yeah.
And it was an old rule, and so they just changed that to you can do it electronically. So now you can literally cancel, send it to your agent, and you, Harvey, could email the other side.
You've been listening to Las Vegas Real Estate Now with host Harvey Blankfeld. Please tune in every Saturday at 11 a.m. right here on News Talk 720 KDWN.